Hello and welcome to Mile High Reefers. I'm Scott Anderson, and today we're going to look at a couple of upgrades I made to my tank. So a couple of things that I've never liked since I put this tank together was the Aquascape and the bulbs for the lighting that I was running. So for lighting, I'm running the Odyssey metal halide with supplementation from T5 Actinics. The bulbs that came with it said they were 15K, but God knows what they are. They were just ugly. Everything I put in the tank turned pink, and the lighting just didn't do the tank justice. So the other thing I didn't like was my Aquascape. I tried to get by on the cheap. I had a bunch of laced rock laying around, so instead of buying more rock, I tried using all the laced rock. The lace rock I had was a bunch of little tiny pieces. I tried piling it up, and I basically created a situation where I had a big pile of ugly looking rock that looked like I dumped it out of a bucket. So water flow was restricted, detritus built up everywhere, and it was just ugly. So I went ahead and bought new light bulbs. The bulbs I bought were 250 watt Ushios. And I also bought new rock for the tank. So I bought some Carob Sea rock from Dr. Foster's and Smith, and I mixed that with the Tonga live rock that I previously had. So coming up is going to be a little bit of the lighting, a little bit of the old Aquascape, and what it looks like after everything's said and done. So take a look.
Okay, so here's the full tank with the 15K lights on it. These lights are about 9 months old, and they really don't do the corals in this tank justice. They're the Odyssey lights that came with the Odyssey light fixture, and to be honest, they're probably a pretty cheap light bulb and aren't giving me the coloration that I hope for. So I got the new 20K Ushio bulbs in. I installed them, and as you can see, the left side of the tank is really blue, and the right side is kind of a whitish yellow color. So I did a little investigation, and it appears that the bulb on the right is a 14K bulb. Both packages are 20K packages, so obviously they sent me a 14K bulb and a 20K package. So I've called Dr. Foster's and Smith, and they're going to send me a new bulb, and I'll send this 14K back. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so here's the old Aquascape right before I tear it apart. As you can see, it's mainly a mix of lace rock and some Tonga rock. Going to be taking it all apart and redoing everything, but as you can see, right now it's just kind of ugly and a mix, and hopefully we can do better. So I will show the final results. Okay, so here's the rock that I will be using to complete the Aquascape. This is Carob Sea base rock. I ordered it from Dr. Foster's and Smith. It's 40 pounds worth. There's 9 pieces there, and it's all pretty good sized pieces. I threw the little Matchbox car in there just so you can see the size comparison with everything. But it's 9 pieces of rock, and they vary in size, but there's some pretty good sized pieces in there. So I'm going to use this in conjunction with the Tonga rock that's in my tank currently, and I'm going to remove as much of the lace rock as it makes sense to, so it'll be a mix of Tonga rock and this base rock here, and I think it's going to work out really well. It's not an exact match to the Tonga rock, but I think it's going to be close enough that it's going to look good. But one thing I do really like about it is how porous it is. The only downside is this is a mined material, and on some of this stuff you can see where it's been cut. Not a big deal. You'll even see this on live rock, but personally, I'd rather just have stuff that's not cut. But beyond that, It looks really good. So this is 40 pounds of rock from Dr. Foster's and Smith, and this was 70 bucks. So, and that includes shipping. 70 bucks including shipping. That's less than $2 a pound. So the only thing I can see I'm really going to need to do this is wash it up, put it in the tank. I've already got a well-established sand bed, live rock, so I think we're going to be in good shape. So I'm going to go ahead and complete the aquascape, and we'll go from there. Okay, so here's the tank all torn apart. Everything's out of it. Complete cloudy mess, but I think we're going to add a little extra sand to it. I know there's a chance that we'll screw up the live sand bed, but I think a little on top isn't going to hurt anything. Just to fill in some of these shallow spots and stuff. I also got the chromies out. Huge success because I could not get those before. So, I hate trying to take apart to get 2 fish out, but, you know, they are the only thing keeping ick in there. So, now that they're out, I can get rid of the ick. Okay, so here's all the corals that I took out of the tank. They're all down to the sump. There's all the rock that was in the tank. This isn't the permanent solution for what I'm going to do, but for now, to keep everything alive, this works really well. Having all this space to kind of redo it all. Okay, so here is the updated aquascape with the new Ushio lighting. So that's two 250 watt 20K Ushio bulbs. So when I first got the bulbs in the mail, I got a 20K bulb and I got a 14K bulb and a 20K package. So Dr. Foster's and Smith, they do a great job because all I had to do was call them up, tell them I had the wrong bulb. They sent me the right one and I sent the old one back. No big deal. Then I got the Carob Sea Live Rock and I'm loving it. I think it is just fantastic. So there's 40 pounds of Carob Sea Live Rock in there with about 35-40 pounds of Tonga Live Rock. The Tonga Live Rock you see is about 8-9 years old in my tank, and God knows how long it was in the ocean. So I think it looks a lot better than it did before. I worked really hard to give myself lots of caves and lots of places to put corals. I'm loving this archway. And I've got lots of open space. Water flow can easily get by. I got a little more at the base than I'd like to see. But all in all, there's not a lot of places for the detritus to settle. So I think it's a pretty big upgrade from where I was before. So in rock, I got about 70 bucks. And then I got another $120 in light bulbs. And you can see my anemone, he fell over. He's not happy with where he's at. He's crawling all over the tank looking for a new place to live. But color-wise, the lights look great. The aquascape looks great. I am really, really happy with everything as it is. So I hope you liked this edition of Mile High Reefers. There'll be plenty more videos to come. If you like my videos, go ahead and like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.